A very good morning to all of you. Hope all are doing fine. As we know, we have finished Act 1, Scene 2 of the famous play The Merchant of Venice by William Shakespeare in our earlier classes. Now in this class, we will be continuing with Act 1, Scene 3. Before we proceed, we need to know what the scene is all about. Now the scene is very much crucial as the character of Shylock is getting exposed to the readers. He is the most powerful and dramatic character in the play. We will see Bassanio will ask for a loan of 3,000 ducats to Shylock using Antonio's name as credit. Shylock couldn't help recalling the incidents of insult that had happened in his earlier life. But he will also think that it will be a nice opportunity for me and I shouldn't waste, because if Antonio is unable to give my loan back, I can do whatever I want. So I will have the full liberty to design my revenge in my own way. Realizing this opportunity, Shylock agrees to lend money to Antonio on a merry bond, which, if forfeited, would allow Shylock to cut a pound of Antonio's flesh from the nearest his heart. Bassanio was very much scared and nervous, but Antonio was very confident that his ships will come back and he will be able to return all the money that he is taking as a loan from Shylock. So this is the bond around which the action of the play revolves. Now let us proceed with the line by line explanation. As we know, before we proceed in a scene, we need to know the location and the characters present in the scene. So, Act 1, Scene 3, Venice, a public place. Enter Bassanio and Shylock. Shylock, 3,000 ducats. Well, so here we have seen Bassanio and Shylock are present in the scene. So, Shylock is asking, there is a conversation that is taking place there. So Shylock is asking Bassanio, 3,000 ducats, well, means you want 3,000 ducats, right? To this Bassanio replies, hey, sir, for 3 months. Yes, sir, for 3 months. Shylock, for 3 months. Well, for 3 months, yes. Bassanio, for the which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound. So for this I will tell you, Antonio will be my security. Shylock, Antonio shall become bound. Well, Antonio will be your security, right? Bassanio, may you steed me? Means, can you oblige me? Will you pleasure me? Will you grant me with your favors? Shall I know your answer? May I know your answer? Means, sir, by giving me the loan, would you like me to be obliged? So, would you like to help me? Shylock, 3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio is bound. So, here we have seen that Shylock is summarizing the whole concept. What are you asking for? 3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio will be the guarantor, right? Bassanio, your answer to that? So what will be your answer? Shylock, Antonio is a good man. As we know, the hostility between the Christian and the Jewish race is known to us. They play a role of adversity towards each other. So, here by using the word a good man, Shylock is ironically representing the character of Antonio. Bassanio, have you heard any imputation to the contrary? So have you heard any statement that will stand as a contrast to this statement? Shylock, oh My meaning in saying he is a good man is to have you understand me that he is sufficient. Oh no, my meaning in saying that he is a good man means he has sufficient amount of money. So we have seen by good, Bassanio is thinking about the good qualities of his friend Antonio. But Shylock is referring to the monetary status of Antonio. That is, that he is quite sufficient. Yet his means are in supposition. Yes, his means are out of ventures. He had an argosy bound to Tripolis, another to the Indies. So he has one merchant ship bound in Tripolis and another is in Indies. I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto is a stock exchanging market in the Venice. So I understand moreover upon the Rialto. So I got to know about his business status from the Rialto when I was there, that he had a third at Mexico. His third ship is bound in Mexico. A fourth for England. The fourth one is stuck in England. And another ventures he had squandered abroad. Means he had other ventures, business ventures that poured out overseas. They are out of Venice, they are overseas. But ships are but boats, sailors but men. Now see his ironical representation. But ships are made of wood and the sailors are mortal. They be land rats and water thieves and land thieves. So by referring that the ships are made of wood means anything can happen to those ships. Any such danger may take place there and that can do any harm. And the sailors are mortals means they may die. Any accident can happen and that may cause death to the sailors. Or irrespective of all these things, there are land rats and land thieves, water rats, water thieves. By this, he is referring to the land robbers, the water robbers. Okay. I mean pirates. We all know the pirates. And then there is peril of waters, winds and rocks. Yes, we all know there are terrible storms, wind and dangerous rocks over there on the sea. The man is notwithstanding sufficient. Despite all the dangers, I can say he is sufficient. Now you can understand, see, so minutely, so wisely, so humorously here, Shylock is referring to all the dangers that can cause harm to his ships. Then also he is saying that yes, I still believe the man is sufficient. Even if he is saying such things about Antonio, from the core of his heart, he is praying that the danger should take place and I should proceed in taking revenge. $3,000 ducats, I think I may take his bond. I may safely accept his security. To this Bassanio replies, be assured you may. You can be sure of that. Shylock, I'll be sure I may. I would like to be assured that I may. That I may be assured, I will bethink me. I will figure out how to be assured. I will bethink me means I will think over it. May I speak with Antonio? May I get a chance to speak with Antonio? Bassanio, if it please you to dine with us. So, would you like to have dinner with me and Antonio, sir? Shylock, yes, to smell pork. to eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into? What? To feel the smell of pork, to eat the flesh which your prophet means here by prophet he is referring the Jesus Christ, and Nazarite here the resident of Nazareth. He was a resident of Nazareth, right? Conjured the devil into. Now there is a story. Jesus once healed a madman by ordering the devils that has possessed his body to leave his body and to enter the herd of pig. Now there is a story. So he is telling that that inhabitant of Nazareth, I mean that your prophet Jesus Christ, once what he did, once he compelled the devil spirit to come out from the body of the madman, and he asked the spirit to enter in a pig or in a herd of pig, and you are asking me to have that pork in our dinner. I will buy with you, sell with you, talk with you, walk with you, and so following. Means I will do everything with you. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. But forgive me, I will not drink with you, eat with you, or pray with you. He is putting here a religious difference that is present there in between both the races. What news on the Rialto? Who is he? Here comes. Now what is the news there in the market? Who is he comes here? Means who is this? Who comes here? Bassanio. This is Senior Antonio. This is the gentleman Antonio. Shylock. How like a fawning publican he looks. He looks like a servile tax collector. Now tax collector means who comes to collect tax, right? Here Antonio's purpose is no such. It is nothing but Shylock's feeling of enmity, his contempt towards the character Antonio, and all his loathing is actually compelling him to address Antonio as a Roman collector. I hate him for he is a Christian. So I do not only hate him as he looks like a fawning publican, but I also hate him as he is a Christian. But more for that in low simplicity, but even more because of his foolish stupidity. He lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of usance. So he lends out money without interest and brings down the rate of interest here with us in Venice, for us in Venice. If I can catch him once upon the hip, if I ever get a chance to engulf him, I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. I will fully satisfy the long-standing grievance I have against him. He hates our sacred nation and he rails. He hates our Jewish race and he rails. He speaks abusively. Even there where merchants most do congregate, in the places where the merchants do gather, on me, about me, my bargains about my business and my well-owned thrift and of my hard-earned profits, which he calls interest, right? Cursed be my tribe if I forgive him. My tribe will not forgive me if I ever forgive him. The scene highlights the hostility between the Jews and the Christians in the Elizabethan age. The Jews were mostly hated by the Christian because of their practice of usury. Now, they were the foreigners in the land of Christians. Now, they have no other option, as they were treated like foreigners, most unwanted ones. They were not allowed to pursue any other profession. So they had to go for this business. They used to lend money and they used to charge interest. Actually, that was the only way to earn their livelihood. So they cannot be blamed in this manner. Like, throughout the story, we will see Antonio is blaming Shylock as he charges high interest. This is not entirely true. This is the partial truth. Actually, they had no other profession to play. Bassanio, Shylock, do you hear? Here we have seen Shylock is, when he started saying all that thing, he is lost in his world. And Bassanio is touching Shylock like that. Shylock, do you hear? Do you hear me? Shylock, I am debating of my present store. I am reckoning how much ready money I have with me at present. And by the near guess of my memory, as far as I can guess, I cannot raise the full sum of 3,000 ducats. What of that? What does that matter to me? He's saying he is not in a condition to, give him 3,000 ducats at that moment. Again, he is saying, what does that matter to me? Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, Tubal, a wealthy Jew of my community, will furnish me, will definitely supply me the money. But soft, but wait. How many months do you desire? For how many months do you want that much of money? To Antonio, rest you fair, good senior. Now we have seen Antonio is present in the scene. He entered the play. Now to him Shylock addresses, rest you fair, greetings to you, sir. Good senior, you are a good gentleman. Your worship was the last man in our mouths. Your honorable name has just been mentioned in our talks. So, this is going to be very interesting to read Act 1, Scene 3. As the play gradually proceeds, we will have goosebumps when we will get to see the hostility between these two races, and this is going to be very interesting. So please do read the text. Whenever you are having any problem, please feel free to mention. We have read up to line number 60 today. We will continue with the rest in my next classes. So till then, take care of yourself, do study well, have a great day ahead. Thank you.